Hi everyone, my name is Katya 2RU. Welcome back to my channel. I decided to record a new video, but I have to show you the things that are happening outdoors. It is snowing, and actually we were already kind of ready to spring, right? It was like around one degree or 0 degrees, and suddenly there was no snow. Oh my god. If I look at that window, I can see nothing. You can see nothing because of the snow. And so suddenly last week it turned into -10, and it got so cold. I was like getting outside without the cap, anything, not covering my head. Actually, like my shoes are not so prepared for, not made for a harsh winter. I thought like I wouldn't need it this year, but suddenly, well, maybe because it's like due to the climate changes and those switches that actually happen, because the whole December for several years already in St. Petersburg it got like not really winter alike, and here the whole like in January before my trip. It was practically raining and it didn't seem like winter, but then after the 19th, when religious people get into the river thing to swim in the cold water, then normally those times are the coldest. This is why like also the ceremony is made on those dates. It's normally very cold, but now it happened in February, even later. And when I used to live in St. Petersburg, I don't know if you're interested in weather topics, but well, when I used to live in St. Petersburg, which I don't miss much, to be honest. I remember that I used to have like one jacket, and I started putting it on September, and throughout all of those months, September, October, all the way to March or even April, I could use the same jacket because it didn't get that cold, or maybe like a couple of weeks, and then still in March it might suddenly, well, in March you still have snow, and then sometimes it's up to April it could suddenly start snowing, and you're like, what? So many months a year you have snow and you have pretty much the same gray weather. Even now, this morning I tried waking up a bit earlier, and so I left my phone at the kitchen, and when I wake up at 9 something, I'm trying to work on my schedule, because as I work with Latin America, normally I work late hours, so I have classes starting from 6 p.m, and then I want to share something on social media. It's my job, and it all depends on how I share my day or things in the evening, because obviously throughout the day you film, or throughout the day you live the life, and then in the evening I'm still more active. So far I'm working on that. So today I left my phone here, and I wake up, and I was not technically awake because I got back to bed today, and I slept like 1 hour more, but it happens to me that in the morning when I wake up like that, and then I go back to bed, and so I'm not 100% aware what was happening. And I took a picture because it was very pretty, it was sunny, it was like this cold blue winter skies. It's really nice, and in the morning I have sun entering the room. But what I wanted to say is that even when I take pictures like that, I take pictures like from here, and then I come back to the picture in some hours and I see, oh my god, there's not so much light. When I was taking the picture, I was feeling like, oh, the room is full of light, oh my god, sun is so pretty, blah blah blah. And then I opened the picture and it's like, okay, barely shining a bit there. So okay, it's not gray, but it's not, it's not blue, and it's a bit disappointing. But yeah, I'm still happy when sun comes out. and the snow is actually very pretty as well. Yesterday it was like -4, and it was like actually falling down so slowly with those huge snowflakes, you call them, I think. Yeah, so obviously I know that for many people different seasons make this, we call it brightness of life, so makes life more interesting, more colorful. The change makes you feel different. Actually, I talk about that with the artist that I interviewed a couple of months ago, and they would say, yeah, that you feel differently in different seasons. And it's correct. Like yesterday I had lunch at one place here in Moscow City. It's like a Japanese ramen place, and for the first time I didn't sit in the, you know, the tables next to the bar or whatever it's called, like the kitchen. I was sitting up from the window, so I was looking outdoors, and I wasn't just like that, right? And I saw other people working there. It seemed a bit strange to me because normally, like if you go to a cafeteria, to a cafe to work, it normally has to be like a cafe place and coffee place. But there it was like a ramen place, so normally it smells like food. But I was sitting there with this hot ramen. It was really nice food there, like really good food. And I was like, oh my god, it feels so great and so cozy just sitting with my book or whatever I was doing there. Just even if it's for 30 minutes, because I already talked with you about living on the high levels like mine. Yeah, it's, I think every Wednesday when I record this video, today's Wednesday, last week I didn't record one, and time flies, to be honest. So Wednesday are my English days and also my art days. I will show you this. I think I didn't show you my beautiful thing, the system I'm using to actually maintain level, like for example like English or French or Chinese or other things. I have my system of days, which one of those things like Chinese Mondays is with me for a lot of years already. Actually, this I think it's like 2 years old or a bit more. I know it looks ugly. I thought I would change the apartment and I would buy something prettier for me. But then, yeah, so far you can see that technically it didn't happen, right? But what does it mean? Firstly, it would be good to know this by heart. Some of them I do know. Guanxi, the Saturday, but this one I don't. 自我发展. So this is the self-development day. Today is my self-development day, which means that I go to dance or make a video. And actually now it makes even more sense than 2 years ago when I was recording this. I mean, yeah, I was dancing, but not as much as right now. Right now I'm actually working out. I go to individual lessons, group lessons, and I participate and take part in different recordings. And I really, this year already, so in a month, I actually had a lot of progress in that. So, and tonight I have 2 hours of practicing. Yeah, with just some person that we decided to practice together. And then I have to train arms and shoulders today. This is not gonna happen. Stories and watch a film in English. Then to do some materials for the course, sing and record. So technically, yeah, all those things like singing mostly, technically should happen on Wednesday. I didn't tell you the news of the week. Last Saturday, for the first time in my life, I took part in a stand-up comedy show. It was like an open mic in Spanish, right? So my friends organized it in Spanish, and then not my friends, someone I know, because I was interested in that kind of activity. And I will show you this. This is my wishes map. Well, I kind of use it because here I had the Chinese, randomly, the Chinese wall, and I just put it, you know, just the things that somehow how do you call it, reflected in me, just the pictures. Because I was doing, actually I bought the thing to record reels, to record videos about how to make money, and that all of those things actually depend on yourself, on how well you manage your emotions, your like discipline and blah blah blah. So it all depends on you, right? So throw that away and blah blah blah. But well, subconscious still works whether I want it or not. Well, these types of days, maybe I want to see your comments if you like the idea, want to see what kind of days I have and why, and how it helps me in my professional personal life. I will tell you in some other video. But I wanted to show you that actually here I put Dubai, and I had this picture. Well, you can see that, yes, I won't have a family. But yeah, I was just putting some pictures that somehow reflected, you know, that and here I have a lot of about like physical conditions of body, like sports, fitness it's called in English. And this one was actually curious because this is very similar to the place I live right now. Still don't have a guy with me, but well. No, but I mean the, you know, the views, I think it's Dubai. The picture taken there, I think it's Dubai Marina, or I don't know, maybe it's Kuala Lumpur, I'm not sure. But still, it was the first time that I saw that, and I was like, oh my god, I actually live in a place similar to what I put to my wish map. And then there was this Chinese wall. It was like, it was truly amazing, because I didn't have plans to go to China. I had no idea. I don't know why this, because now I already covered this with something else, because in October 2024 I went to a trip and I saw the Chinese wall, and I took the I took a look here and I was like, no fucking way, sorry, like no way. So now I actually there was this one which is taken in Dubai as well. Not as that in my dream place, but somehow, okay, I wanted to put it here as well. So now I went to Dubai 1 month ago. Now I have a lot of Paris here, a lot of Paris, and actually proposing in Paris. Yeah, but I wanted to show you this, that out of those things, the thing that created or provoked most energy inside of me, that made my heart beat faster, was this one. It's a bit covered, but you can see this mic, and here you have a woman in front of the public, and below I think there is something like that too. But basically the mic, yeah, microphone. This microphone was the thing that triggered me the most. It triggered me the most. Sometimes I put new pictures on top, so I guess there were more mics here. But stand up was a thing that was on my list. Is something I really wanted to try. Basically, being in front of more public and getting this microphone, because I used to sing, and I still have a lot of plans with singing. And singing in front of a public is one thing, but then talking in front of a public is something that I really I've been wanting to for a lot of time, months and years, I think. Maybe subconsciously I was preparing myself for that, taking classes of voice, or maybe watching a lot of stand-up online on YouTube in different languages. And this Saturday I actually will participate in the real stand-up show. Stand-up store is called. Basically, so that the open mic went well. I can't say that it went perfectly. I prepared as I could, but I thought there would be more public, like Spanish speakers, and there were a lot of Russians who didn't speak much Spanish, and they were like more cold. And so sometimes I was like, okay, I should continue, la la la. But some of the jokes, and I put like 1 minute video on Instagram where people actually where people actually laugh. And so it seems like it went well. So a couple of things I already made well, and I really like that the way I talk in front of a camera, in front of a public. So this Saturday I will have my first performance in front of 100 people, where there will be more Spanish speakers. More, they say it would be like a warmer public. Let's see. It will be it for now. Follow me on Instagram, Katya Tour You. Also, please leave me comments about the topics you want me to talk about. I actually don't prepare for these talks so far, but I can, right? I can prepare and maybe do something a bit more meaningful, let's call it like that. Thank you for your attention, and I was happy to see you here.